Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Princess Beyond Passions. My name is Princess. In this video, I am going to be talking to parents about the repercussions of shushing our boys while raising them. I've heard parents tell their boys, when they go through pain and they are hurting and they are crying, they say, suck it up. Stop crying, suck it up, suck up the hurt. So thereby making the boy, not to express himself fully, express that pain or express that hurt. They suck it up because their parents are telling them to suck it up, and that they are boys and that they're going to grow into men. They sort of give the impression that crying is a sign of weakness. I've also heard them talk to their girl children as well, and they say, oh, girls are not supposed to be mad because when you're mad it makes you an ugly person and all that and all that. It makes you an angry woman. What are the repercussions of not allowing the boys that you are raising to express their emotions? Number one, they internalize their cries. They internalize their emotions. If you don't allow them to express their cry at that time, to cry out or to speak out at that time, they internalize it and they bottle it in. Number two, they bottle up anger. Have you seen little kids? Some little kids, when they fight so fiercely with anger and rage. They kick, and you wonder, how did these kids come about this kind of anger? Some of these anger or emotions that they're expressing have been bottled up. Because parents did not allow them to express that emotion at the time that they were, hurt. Number three, they bottle up words. They can't speak up. If you keep shushing them and keep making them suck it up or making them not express themselves like that, they bottle up the words that they were supposed to say or express at that time, and they can't speak up. And when you keep making a child not speak up or not express anger or not express hurt, the child is going to grow up becoming like that. Number four, they bottle up or they internalize their actions, so that the actions now become like time bomb waiting to happen. They internalize the actions, just very much like bottling up their words or bottling up anger. They internalize their actions. And number five, when they go out, they want to express such actions. Number six, it might lead to some of these kids becoming bullies. Well, I'm talking about boys, but it goes for girls as well. It goes for all children. Expression of emotions is a human thing. It's not a boy thing or a girl thing. We all have to express our emotions. Okay, so both boys and girls, except that they express the emotions in different ways. Now, number seven, sometimes parents don't know this aspect of their children, that when they go out there, they put up another face, and when they come back home, they put up another face. Because when they go out there, you are not there to shush them or to tell them what to do or to tell them suck it up. But when they come back in, they suck it up. So the parents don't know that aspect of their children, and their children become two-faced. Now, as these children grow up, number eight, some children then resort to taking substances, then resort to substance abuse. They resort to substances to help them, become bold enough to speak up in public, for example. They resort to substances to help them become bold enough to speak up. No parent will like their child, growing child, maybe a young teenager, to resort to substances. Or even when the child becomes an adult, no parent will like a child to resort to substances. But the truth is that some of these children who resort, or some of these adolescents, or some of these young adults or semi-independent who resort to substances, are actually caused by how the parents had raised them. Okay, and that is the truth. Now, number 8, I've already mentioned that they put up one face at home and put up another face, out there with their friends, or with whoever out there, or maybe in school. And that face, the parents do not recognize that face. And so sometimes from school, you get a call to say, oh, your child has done 1, 2, 3. And you begin to wonder, my child do that? Then you wouldn't believe that your child has done it, because that child is already putting up another face at home and another face out there. So as a result of using substances, sometimes they overdose. They overdose and they abuse the substances that they are using. You know what it means when one overdoses and all that. It could cause something else. It could become fatal. The next thing I'm going to talk about is that some of these children, they grow up and they resort to using their fists because they want to express themselves. I had already talked about bullying before. Some of these children become fast-fisted. They beat up their friends. They turn to bullies, and some, when they become adults, they become wife beaters. Some of them cannot handle criticisms at work or other places, or in school, or even while relating with their friends or with their girlfriends or with their spouses. They cannot handle criticisms, all right, because of what has happened in their life, because of the way they were raised up. Another thing that results out of this is that the individual could become dysfunctional, in the sense that when they become men, they become broken men. You see, you wouldn't know why a man is broken, but if you look into that man's history or look into that man's childhood, you will see that some of them went through stuff like this. They've gone through what you call maybe child abuse, or what you call or what we're talking about is why they become broken men. Anything could have happened, so they become dysfunctional, they become broken men. They trying to amend themselves while they are growing up. They marry wives, they seek to correct themselves in their kids. Some of these people seek to correct themselves in their kids, and they may not know how to do it or how to go about it, but they can only use the knowledge they know at the time to do whatever they have to do to achieve better results. That is for those people who would want to make amends, who have now realized or recognized what they are going through and decided that they're going to make amends even when they have their own children. So the next one I'm going to talk about is that due to what they have gone through in the past, some of these people, when they grow up, they get into a relationship. Sometimes some of them have a child and they cannot cope with the woman who has given them a child. Because they cannot cope with that relationship, they leave the woman alone and they abandon the child with the woman. And then The woman is left all alone to cater for the child. They abandon their responsibilities as a father. They begin to give excuses that the woman is this or that the woman is that. If you may want to ask yourself, if they are giving such excuses that the woman is this or the woman is that, which is what we see all over the place now, what about that innocent child that you have fathered, that you have brought into the world, who did not ask to be born? You see? So it becomes like a vicious circle, and then that child now begins to go through his own things. There is no father there to take care of him or to bring him up or to raise him. He's left in the hands of the mother alone and all that. And, you know, it goes from one thing to the other and from one thing to the other. But remember that some of these men who have abandoned their children, when they grow old, you know what they usually say? They abandon their children and leave them and say, oh, when a child grows, he's going to look for the father, he's going to come for the father and all that stuff. Some children don't care. They will not come for you. Some of these men who abandon their children, when they grow old, they begin to look for who is going to bury them. Some of these men wait till they're 80 years old or they're 70 years old. I just mean they wait till their old age. And then in their old age, they begin to look for their children or want to do something about their children, because now they're looking for who is going to bury them, or they're looking for a child that will take up their name and all that stuff. So anyways, I'm just saying these things so that parents, be careful. We are saying that a lot of relationships are broken down. Things are happening nowadays, these days. Relationships are not working. Boys are getting too angry. Husbands are doing this and fathers are doing that. And girls are not, do not want to be patient with their husbands and stay in a relationship and all that. They're all about money. They're all about materials. And it's easier said than done. We can say all kinds of things. But I have, you know, in this video, try to trace it back to the beginning of some of these things that are happening these days. So, as a parent, if you if you happen to come across this video, well, you might want to share it with other parents or share it with anyone you think can benefit from some of these points that I have raised here. And the live streams that I have already discussed these things in details, the live streams, their links are in the description below. Please like this video, and if you are new to this channel, smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to all so you'll be notified of our subsequent uploads. Join our channel membership and support this channel with a token, a monthly token. And if you're a content creator, when you press the join button, you'll see the different perks and different levels. Pick the one you are able to do, and the channel will also support you in some ways. My channel members, thank you all, and my regular viewers, thank you all. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.